let me be 100% crystal clear.
Clear us up, Neil.
If they would have gone out today and lost, but only by 2 or 3 points, or even one score, I would have felt completely fine. I would have felt completely fine about the state of this team. They're playing teams close. They're dealing with injuries. They're working through things. It's still early in the season. Not a problem. But all the games that we lost up to this point have been close games. And then today we go out against, like I said earlier, what should have been one of the easiest wins that the Lions probably had available this season, and they shit the bed. And it was bad. It was really bad. And that is why I feel the way that I feel. If they would have finished in a close game, I wouldn't feel as bad as I do. But just how that all happened today, I'm not feeling super great. Where did you go?
Losing a 3-point game is one thing. But getting embarrassed and disrespected like we did today, we got embarrassed today. We had a glimpse of a community college football team today. Oh, my only hope and prayer now is that my taxi driver knows where the donkey show is in town. That's what I hope for.
Before the donkey show comment, let's talk about it. You know, I wouldn't embarrass a college team as much as you're doing right now, because that was a terrible game.
Oh, hey, real quick.
Look, I played B11 high school ball. Okay, we're such a small team. I played both sides of the line. My high school team probably could have put on a better show than the Lions today. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
Let's touch on Chad's comment here real quick. He's asking about Hutchinson.
Is he playing hurt? Is he over his head? That's a good question, actually. I think he's playing hurt. Yeah, I don't. After what you saw the first couple of games, and then after he got hurt, I can't see this as like a learning curve. I think he's hurt. Neil?
I think that there was the one kind of longer run that the Patriots had today where I think Elliott ended up running the guy out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. But you saw Hutchinson jogging along. And you see the cameras obviously on the play, but Hutchinson's probably about in the middle of the field, and he wasn't running. He wasn't running. I thought back, it was like, man, Ziggy would have – I always go back to Ansa with the effort that he always put into everything. But it's like he would have been sprinting his ass off at that
Ziggy
point.
would have had him. Ziggy would have had him.
So I don't know if he's still hurt. I feel like with as many injuries that are happening in the NFL this season, that if there's not, absolutely should be a heightened awareness around how teams are handling and disclosing folks that are injured. So I don't know if they're trying to smuggle him in there and say 90% Hutchinson is better than not having him out there at all. I think that he's in over his head a little bit. I will say that. I think that he is. And I think that a lot of that falls on the coaching staff's shoulders and not putting him in the best situation that he could possibly put in to be successful. If you are committed in saying that Hutchinson is your best pass rusher that you have on the team, throw somebody else over on the other side to deal with the left tackle, just take up that body. Let Hutchinson try to rush in against the right tackle, or let him stand up in like a linebacker spot and blitz or do whatever. But they have to get creative to be able to get him in a position where he can apply pressure, and they haven't been doing that the past few weeks. It's been quiet. He's been quiet, and he has been getting double teamed a lot. There was some good stats that came out on that this week where him and what's his name, the Myles Garrett from Cleveland, are leading the league in double teams that they face from the defensive end position. But still, what's the point of having a playmaker if you never put him in a position to make plays?
Okay.
I just don't understand that. You have to do something.
Rick, you want to start off on Austin's question, and I'll jump in on the backside of this?
Yeah. You know what? Goff shows some really good glimpses of being a great quarterback the last few. He's an NFL quarterback. He's a veteran quarterback. He's been to the playoff. He's been to the Super Bowl. Today he played like an unguided missile. Had no clue in my opinion, no clue what the fuck he was doing out there. I was just so disappointed in his play. Granted, we don't have the receivers right now. We've got St. Brown who's hurt, so we don't have his targets aren't healthy. But so next man up. Everybody knows next man up. So if footballs were hitting guys in the hands and dropping them, it's not on Goff. Them balls weren't there. He was throwing balls that should have been thrown. He's throwing in double coverage. He was just off freaking day. When he threw out of bounds, that last drive threw out of bounds, There was a receiver that was literally freaking 6 feet in front, but he throws it out of bounds. The guy standing right there at the fucking first down marker. I'm like, come on, you got to have awareness of the game. He's a professional football player, a veteran football player.
Ball awareness is not Goff's
And
strong point.
I want.
We've talked about that.
I want to be on him. I want to be on his bandwagon. I really want to be on his bandwagon because he showed some really great glimmers of hope the last few games. Today was a shit show.
Yeah,
I know you guys don't want to blame Goff for this. Goff's the captain of the
No.
team. He's the leader of the team. And today he did not show up.
I do want to blame Goff for this. And like I said, the last couple of weeks, I've been off the Goff hater wagon, standing on the side of the road, waiting for the bandwagon to drive by, and it drove right by today. If that hater wagon comes back by, I'm jumping back on because I don't know what that fumble is. There such a thing as a fumble six? What is it called? Is it called a fumble six? It's called a pick six. I guess we could just call it fumble six. It probably doesn't happen enough to have a fucking name. I don't know, but Goff did it. Goff did it. So I don't know, man.
He's not the only person that's fumbled the ball.
No. He is the only person out of 5 games that gave 3 scores up to the other defense. I don't know if there's got to be some sort of record on that in the NFL. I'll look that up for next week.
Oh, I'm sure the Lions have it.
Lord, man, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, Chad just nailed it. If Goff gets pressured, plays over. And I do agree with that. And I think that we saw that explicitly today.
You can't be back to running in circles. You've got that clock in your head. Hey, time's up.
No, the Lions don't have a clock in their head. The coaches don't have a clock in their head. The defense doesn't have a clock in their head. The offense doesn't have a clock in their head. Those guys have the worst clock management. I don't care what AJ said last week for 1 quarter. The worst clock management I've ever seen in my life. They have no awareness of where the ball is. They throw it short on every 3rd and long. I don't understand what they're doing.
But I love my Lions, baby.
I don't get what they're doing with how often that they're going for 4th downs.
I don't get it either. What is going on with this shit?
And at least in some of the spots where they're doing it.
It's a joke now, Neil. It's a joke now.
If you're around the 50-yard line or within their 40 and you don't think that you can kick the field goal, sure, whatever.
Yeah, sure.
Who cares? But when you're doing it on your own side of the field, like early in the game, I don't understand that. And I don't agree with it. Granted, he's the one getting paid to make those decisions, and I am not. And I understand that. But just the fact that they just keep ignoring that they have a field goal kicker and they have a punter.
They're on the team for a reason.
Sorry, I had to take a minute. I was losing my shit. Can I just say something? I'm sorry. I'm not a coach. I'm not a journalist. I'm just a Lions fan. So sorry about that.
Someone talk shit about you again, man?
Oh, dude, you should. You guys, I'm glad you guys don't read the comments they pull every week on us.
Post them up. Let's see. Yeah, I guarantee it. Chad, Austin,
no, it's good stuff.
They'll all help us.
There's the internet is a plethora of hilariousness, and even when it's at our expense, I still love it.